Okay, so welcome people to episode 5 of the 100k prop firm challenge. Today's date is the 13th of December. Haven't spoken for a while, haven't been very active. Again, being a bit conservative after losing streak, picking my trades to get myself back into the flow of things. But I have found another trade to take, this time on Swiss yen, which we'll go through in detail, the entry, the exit, the analysis, and of course show you the back end of everything. But I've just taken another trade, the 13th of December. I did take a 0.01 trade on Euro USD early this morning just to keep the account active. I didn't know if I was going to get a trade today, but I haven't traded for a while, and I remember the 30-day inactivity suspended thing. I'm pretty sure the account gets shuts down after 30 days, so I did take a 0.01 on Euro USD, which will you'll see when I go through the history of the account, but there was no analysis behind that. I just took it just to keep the account running. But I have taken this Swiss yen position, which you can see on the screen here on MT5. Again, black bull markets. This is the account balance 99,193. So overall down 0.8%. Just over 0.8% on the account, but this is the position. My entry's there, my stop loss just a few pips above the highs over there, and the take profit is down at the lows. I'm looking for a nice bearish swing there for Swiss yen. The yen pairs are looking good for some more downside, Swiss yen in particular. And after the retest of this area, I've just gone short on a nice entry formation. So let me go into the nitty gritty detail behind the trade. So we came back into this lovely zone here, 166,500-ish. Lovely support there, as you can see, used as support, big move to the upside before breaking through with a lot of momentum, fresh level of resistance, because after we broke through, we never had a quick retest. The market really pulled away, so it's nice and fresh, and typically those are when the best kind of trades happen from my experience, and it was previously resistance over here as well. So it's a big level in the market. I'm looking to see if we can hold this for another lower high. The market attempted to go bullish not too long ago with this big wick to the upside, failure to create higher highs, in fact just wicking past this point, grabbing liquidity. Then we had this big sell-off, breaking through some important lows, this one here is more importantly, because this low actually gave us new highs, so this was an important low to go. Broke through with a lot of momentum. Now simply I'm looking at this as a pullback, a retracement of this bearish leg, and now I'm anticipating some more downside back into the relative lows. I do think we can go a lot further because, again, Swiss yen and the other yen pairs are all quite high, testing some big levels, failing to break through them. So I do think we're coming into a period where the yen pairs could be going through not necessarily a big reversal, but a big retracement on the higher time frames. So I do think there is a lot more room to the downside, potentially back to these lows, but I'm not trying to overstay my welcome. The risk reward is pretty attractive. We're looking at a 1 to 3.78 there, so that's more than enough for myself. I will go break even after 1R, secure some partials, let the rest run either to hit my take profit or stop me out at break even. Stop loss is just a few pips above the high. We do have some big news today, however, so it's a little bit of a sketchy time. But I'm not too worried. If I do get stopped out and I get another entry signal, I'll be more than happy to enter into the trade again. Again, I'm only risking 0.5% per trade. I've got a lot of buffer room, so if I do get stopped out, I'm more than happy to enter the trade again if it still looks good, if it's still valid. But I'm into the trade here after this double top, looking for a push into the lows. The back end of things, again, 0.81% down in the account. This drop here is from the 0.01 on Euro USD. Let's go. So yeah, I lost 0.25 cents, so a small loser there on the trade, but as you can see, 0.01 lots. I just took it just to keep the count active so I don't get that suspension, whatever. So yeah, so again, nothing much to report on apart from the trade we've taken. Of course, I'll keep you up to date how everything goes, and if I do get into any more positions, of course, you'll be the first people to know. But yeah, guys, let's see how this goes. Okay, guys, so it is the 14th of December, so the following day. It is currently 9:16 in the morning. I have been taken out for a win on the Swiss yen position. I was actually taken out for a win yesterday off the back of FOMC. We had some big news and price just pushed, FOMC pushed price in my direction. So yeah, I was taken out for a take profit, but it was fairly late in the evening and I was quite tired. So I just said I'll film the exit of the trade the following morning. So here we are. So this is the MT5. This is Swiss yen, nice move to the downside. This is me partially out, taking the 25% of my position, banking that and letting the rest run to my take profit or take me out break even. In this case, we did see a nice move take me out at my TP. So the new balance now is 100,705. So back in some profit now. Yeah, 100,705 account history. This is the take profit there. As you can see, 1,541, just a little bit over a 1 to 3 risk reward. But of course, there's some commissions and some swap as well. But yeah, it looks like the losing streak is finally over. Let's not jinx it. Let's not go back into another one. But yeah, potentially the losing streak is finally over. So lovely to see that. Beautiful move to the downside. Really sharp move as well. Of course, the news, the news sometimes love you, sometimes hates you, sometimes it really pushes price in direction. Happy days, sometimes it takes you out, sometimes it slips you as well. So the news can give with one hand, take with the other, but today it did give. So lovely move to the downside of the retest of that level. Of course, we already went through the analysis. So yeah, New Balance 100,705. Few pairs I'm looking at. I'm really liking euro pound sales. I want to see what we can do. We do have a pound interest rate, so I'm not looking to do anything just before that. I'm looking to short from one of these two levels. Currently we're trading just above the first level, so I'm not looking to do anything right now. We've got the pound interest rate, so I wonder, can we push up then sell off? That will be my number one opportunity. Maybe we just kind of break back underneath. We'll see. I'll make my decision as things go along, but I'm interested in euro pound sales. And also interested in pound AUD sales. Looks like we are finally breaking out this consolidation. Lovely move to the downside. Looking for a pullback, preferably into this area. And then I'm looking for a continuation lower. So I'll keep you up to date if I do get into any more trades, of course. But yeah, so far $700 up, 0.71% of the account up. Still very early doors. But yeah, let's see how things go. Okay guys, so just like that, I'm in the next position. We're in some euro pound shorts. We just briefly went over it, but yeah, I just hopped into some euro pound shorts looking for a move to the downside. Actually, well, I didn't hop in just now. I hopped in about a couple of hours ago, just before I started my stream. So I wasn't able to kind of record me exactly taking the trade, but it's been a couple of hours since. I was talking about it on the stream. We had some news as well. Very close call, almost got stopped out. This is the MT5. The entry candle was on this bearish engulfing. We just had the Bank of England interest rates. The market's a little bit jumpy at the moment, but had a big move to the upside. Price was not too far away from my stop loss, which is over here, but the news has actually taken it in my favor. So I'm wondering to see if this can continue. We've also got some euro news as well, euro interest rate decisions. So I have no idea what we've got in store for that. That could push things in my favor, could take things against me. Again, I've managed my risk here, risking 0.5% on the trade. So worst that happens, we take a loss, maybe a little bit of slippage as well, but nothing too crazy. We can always come back from that. So currently in this trade here, again, for the same reasons I've talked about just before. Again, I wasn't too sure if I was going to short from here because we had the news coming out and price was trading above it. But literally as soon as I turned the camera off and a big shift in momentum, and I was like, that is a very, very attractive bullish engulfing candle. Nice wicks to the upside, good 4H close. I'm happy to take this trade because even if I do take a loss, I do have that zone up there as well, which is okay. If we have a slightly bigger pullback, then I'll take the loss here, get back in there, and of course have a better risk to reward. So if it does play out, I'm looking at covering that loss plus a lot more as well. So I was not afraid of taking the position just off that strong signal alone. If you were to take a loss, if you were to still take a loss now, I'm still happy to get back in up at that level. But analysis as follows: big fake out to the upside. Well, not really a big fake out, but fake out to the upside, big shift in momentum, taking out some key lows over here on the left. And now I'm simply looking for the continuation back into these lows here. So let's see if that can play out. Break even at 1-to-1, of course, bank some partials, final take profit at the daily lows. And yeah, I'll keep you updated how the trade goes. Of course, if I do get into any more positions, I'll let you know. But yeah, so far looking okay. Okay guys, so it is the following day. It's Friday the 15th of December. I have just taken some partials on the euro pound position. So I have banked 25% of the position. I moved my stop loss to break even, letting the rest run to my take profit, or of course take me out at break even. So yeah, just giving you guys a quick update on how the challenge and of course the trade is progressing. This is the MT5. You can see a lovely move to the downside this morning. Price has been very, very choppy. So you can see it's been up, down since I've entered. Price didn't really go anywhere until the London session opened today. And we had a lovely move to the downside. So things are looking good for euro pound. Nice momentum to the downside. Still a long way to go to get to my take profit. However, if we quickly go over to trading view, you can see we're up about $390, but I have banked about 120 something dollars in partials. So I'm letting the rest of that position run to my take profit, which is down here around 0.85 to 100. So yeah, first take profit hit. Looking forward to moving to the lows there. Again, if I still get taken out break even, I will probably look for some re-entries at the same level, or if we go even higher, again, as I said, I'll look for entries at this level here as well. So I'm still pretty confident Euro pounds going to these lows. Just need to make sure I'm timing myself correctly and waiting for good opportunities. So will we manage the trade back down to these lows? Nothing else I'm really looking at. I did say pound AUD did look good for some shorts. However, pound AUD has been a little bit all over the place. We had a very big shift in momentum back to the upside yesterday. So we had this kind of V-shaped pattern, impulse to the downside, impulse back up again. Not really good pattern to short. Typically V-shape normally resembles price getting ready to move in the opposite direction. So I'm kind of backing off pound AUD a little bit. And of course I did say I wanted the short at this level, and we did break through that level like it was nothing there. So no kind of entry signal, nothing for me to really do at those prices. But I'm still short bias for now for pound AUD. However, just not finding the price action, so I'm staying put. I'll monitor price. It is Friday, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy for the rest of the day. Probably come back again strong next week. But yeah, just giving you guys a quick update on the euro pound position, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so it's a brand new week. It is, well, almost a brand new week. It's actually Tuesday the 19th of December, so it's the following week since we last spoke. I am out of my euro pound position for a break even, small win, roughly 120 something dollars on the position. So the new account balance is $100,832. So we are 0.8% out on the challenge account, but still a long way to go. I'm still risking 0.5% per trade until I do have that 2% buffer. Then I will increase to 1%. But I was taking out break even after the spread when we did open up for the new week. Typically, I normally take off my stop loss when I am holding positions over the overnight or over the weekend, because the spread does change when that new daily candle does open. As you can see here on the MT5, entry is up there, took partials down here, went to break even. So my break even was around there, and then when the market did open up, it actually gapped down, but as soon as we shot up, the spread was quite wide and it took me out the trade. Of course, price, it wasn't anywhere near my break even, but because of the spread, it did take me out break even. But regardless, price did move up anyway, so even if it didn't take me out break even then, it was always going to take me out break even. But there will be some trades where it does take me out break even due to spread, and then it does continue to my take profit. So I need to remember to take off my stop loss at break even, or generally stop loss in general, when I am holding positions overnight if price is near my stop loss area. If it's way in profit, then I'll leave it. But yeah, in this case scenario, I did get stopped out, and price is looking a little bit bearish right now. If we quickly go to the charts, you can see this is the euro pound. I did say there's two levels I'm looking to trade from for euro pound: a breaking test of this level or a breaking test of this level here. That's why I entered initially last week. Did result in a break even, so I was hoping to see a little bit more upside yesterday to actually get some shorts up here, but never happened. We spiked quite high, but not high enough for me to consider looking to short. We are looking a tad bearish now. Potentially the train's left the station, but again, it's not a train that I'm looking to take. I'm looking to short at those two levels exclusively. If it's not there, I'm not interested. So maybe euro pound has one more move up before we do sell off, but if that's the case, I'm happy to wait it on the sidelines. But coming into this new week, a few pairs I was looking at. I was looking to short the yen pairs, but yen pairs are very bullish. We've just had some interest rate decisions for the Bank of Japan, and yen has been very weak, so all the yen pairs are flying up. So Swiss yen, pound yen, I was looking to short these two from those levels, but prices broke through completely. I'm not really interested in either of them at the moment. I'll keep an eye, but I'm not really interested. Dollar CAD, however, that's the top of my watch list, but dollar CAD is looking very bearish now. I think we just had some dollar news, so price is pushing to the downside pretty aggressively, but I am pretty bearish on dollar, looking for us to end up down at these lows eventually. Would be nice for a pullback into that level, but hey, we'll see what dollar CAD has in store. But I'm pretty bearish on that one. Silver, I'm looking for some longs. I'm looking to see if we can do something like this. I do want to see a sharp break of the high though. I don't want to see a corrected break. I want price to really show me buyers are back in control. Then I'll be looking for some pullbacks, and pound CHF looks pretty good as well. But I do want us to break through these lows, see some pullbacks, and continue back down here. I'm basically looking just for a continuation of this bearish trend. So those are mainly the pairs I'm looking at for the rest of the week. Some other pairs I'm looking at need a little bit of work. They may come into the watch list depending how price plays out, but that's where my attention is now. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date if I do get any new positions. Not too sure if I will, but of course you'll be the first to know. But yeah, progressing on the count quite nicely, up 0.8% of the count. Let's see how the rest of the week goes. Okay guys, so it is Wednesday the 20th of December. I've just hopped into another trade on Euro Pound, some more shorts. Prices just pulled back into my second area of interest, which I've been talking about since last week. It's hopped into that level, got a nice price action, nice entry signal. So I have just placed a trade there. So this is the MT5, as you can see. This is the entry there. Stop loss just a few pips above the high and targets down there. Of course, I entered on the hourly time frame, nice bearish variation pattern, but I entered on this bearish engulfing candle there. So I've only been in the trade for about half an hour, so still fairly early in the trade lifespan, but looking to take advantage of a move to the downside. If we quickly go to the analysis side of things into trading view, so again we had a nice pullback, retesting this price support level, term resistance. Really nice wick. We had some pound news this morning, which made pound very, very weak. So we had a big push to the upside for euro pound here, leaving behind a big wick to the upside. I'm anticipating price kind of climatically leaving a top there and expecting another bearish move to the downside. Break even after 1R, which this is my first TP, so I'll go to break even, take 25% partials, leave the rest to run, and my targets are down at these lows here. Decided not to push it into the daily support low because again, euro pound's quite a choppy pair. I'm not expecting clean trends from euro pound, so I'd rather take my profit sooner than later in these conditions. But yeah, really like the entry signal, really nice aggressive wicks to the upside, nice shift of momentum on the hourly chart. Stop loss a few pips above the high. And yeah, we'll see how this trade goes. No other real opportunity setting up at the moment. It's Wednesday, things might change later in the week, but euro pound looked good to me. Really nice pullback. We had some shorts here which end up in a break even. Now we're going for our second attempt. Let's see how this particular trade ends up. But yeah, so far so good, so let's see how it develops. All right guys, so it's Thursday the 21st of December. I have been taken out for a loss on my euro pound position. The level I was looking to short from didn't hold, and price did go and break through that. I'm still pretty bearish on the pair, but it's breaking through my levels, so I have to take a back seat for now because we could go higher. But the resulting balance after that loss is $100,334. So risking 0.5% on the account still until we had that 2% buffer. So overall, we're still pretty much at break even. You can see there was the entry, and I was taken out around there for a 0.5% loss. Again, this is the analysis behind the trade. Coming back for a retest, had the lovely move to the downside, breaking through all of these swing lows. Simply looking for a pullback and then expecting to see the continuation. Had some nice confluence at this 0.66 level, lovely levels of price support. Came back into that level, really nice wick rejection, had some nice shift of momentum on the hourly, but again, didn't result into much. Price kind of correctly moved and took me out for a loss there. So still bearish from the pair, like I said, but this was the main level I was looking to short from. So now that we're trading above that, I'm not really so eager to be shorting euro pound anymore unless we do come back below. Then I will reconsider things. But like I said, the resulting balance is $100,334. Altogether up 0.33% in the count. So we haven't really gone anywhere. We had a few losses, a couple wins, and altogether with the risk reward of the wins and the losses, roughly around a 1 to 3 or something, 1 to 2 something. The resulting balance is pretty much break even. As you can see, these are the trades we took on this episode. So episode 5, we had the win on CHFJPY. We also had the little trade there on Euro USD to keep the count ticking. Then we had the break even on euro pound, and then the loss on euro pound of minus $500 there. So altogether, I haven't really gone anywhere, just kind of stagnant a little bit with the losses that I had early on the losing streak. Now we've found a little bit of wins, and the balance has taken a slight push higher, but altogether pretty much still at break even. So still a long way to go, and again, taking it slow, taking the best trades I can find. But coming into the end of the month, because it's the 21st today, we've got the weekend, and then next week is Christmas. We've got some holidays then, and of course New Year's shortly after. So I think I will take that week off just to reflect, look over my trading journal, see where I can improve, what I've done well, what I didn't do too well, what I can focus on for the next year, and plan that ahead. So I don't think I'll be looking to trade definitely on the prop firm account or my personal account either. So I'll keep that aside until the new year, which of course is just the week after. But after the trade there we just took, the loss, we are sitting at around $100,334. So the plan still remains the same, full transparency, documenting the whole account from start to finish passing phase 1, phase 2, and probably the first payout as well. I'll just throw that in there too. So still a long series to go, a long path to go, a long journey to go, but of course that will be documented for you guys and we can see that together. So yeah, just update on how the account is going, but yeah, we'll be sure to pick things up after Christmas. So yeah guys, that does bring us to the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. It really does help out. If you are enjoying the episodes, let me know in the comments down below. But guys, have a good rest period, festive period if you celebrate Christmas or not. Just, you know, enjoy the end of the year, take some time off, reflect, recharge, and plan for 2024. That's what I'll be doing. So I wish you all the best with that. But yeah, we'll kick on again in the new year. Hopefully we can speed things along. But of course, full transparency with the episodes, with the trading, with everything that goes on behind the scenes. So I'm looking forward to it. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one.